Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis in a brand new campaign as Novgorod. And we're playing as Novgorod because in the comments, Ludwig Emoth, yes, I have a comment section and I read the comments and I respond to the comments, asked for the Frozen Assets achievement. And it being very warm outside, I thought, why not go for that? So what do we have to do? We have to play as Novgorod, start as Novgorod. This time we can actually form other nations. And we have to have the highest trade power in, well, 90% even of the trade power in the White Sea trade node. So far so easy, we already started 48%. And we have the White Sea trade node to be the most powerful trade node in the world, which it's not. One ducat in there right now, could be a bit more if we transfer from Novgorod, but nothing really compared to other nodes. 10 over here in Venice, also 10 in Constantinople. I assume Sevilla is also pretty good. 16 in Genoa, yeah, just big nodes. White Sea is not one of those. The only node that feeds into the White Sea is our node in Novgorod, and that is fed from Kiev and Astrakhan, Kazan from Astrakhan, which are also not the most powerful nodes there are. So we're gonna have to do some work to get that done. Obviously we're gonna need to take some land here, and especially since many of these nodes are inland trade nodes, we can't even use ships to gain trade power there, so we really have to take land to gain power there. We have to build up these nodes here to get more trade value and power, and we maybe have to find a way to transfer money away from at least Crimea, Constantinople place here. So either transfer from Crimea through Kiev into Novgorod, or even cut it off in Astrakhan and go through Kazan into Novgorod and the White Sea, something like that. It's gonna be difficult to do that, but that's why we're here, right? And the other thing that's going to be difficult is surviving the early game, because we're right next to Muscovy, who has not just interest in my land, but actually has a core on Velskir. We have a ton of cores on their land, so I guess they took that from us before the game began, but they have a core on us. They can declare war anytime without even fabricating a claim. And they will if they see an opportunity. So we have to find France, we have to do so very, very quickly, or we might just die. And yeah, I know this because I've played Novgorod before and I've died to it before. I actually started this campaign before, didn't die there. However, what I didn't do was actually record the videos. So I have 2 episodes of black screen that I could show you, but yeah, I decided to start over. So if something seems like I know sort of what might happen here, that's because I just played the first 2 episodes already. Now, let's get into this. Muscovy is our main enemy here. That's, well, scary, and we have to get into Muscovy at some point to win anyway. Unfortunately, they have only 2 rivals and only 1 enemy. Now, Lithuania, as their rival, is going to disappear soon. Most likely, they will be under Union of Poland. So then there will be only us left, and maybe somebody else that Muscovy rivals, hopefully. And as enemies, only Lithuania, so ugh. What that means, it's going to be very difficult for us to find people to ally. And if we check that here, there are 3 people that want our alliance. They are Ryazan, Scotland, and Odiev. And 1 person is willing to join our trade league, which, if we get attacked, our trade league members automatically get called in. So it's sort of like a defensive alliance, with some other things like transferring of trade power. Right now, I'm not too picky about who I want as my ally, with a couple of things to keep in mind. One is, we don't want people that we know are going to be attacked. So Theodoro here looks like we could get them onto our trade league very easily by improving relations, but they're right next to the Ottomans. This one, right? Yeah. They're going to be attacked by the Ottomans sooner or later, and we don't want to be dragged into war there, so we're not going to take them. I'm going to ask Odiev to join me here. And I think I'll also ask Scotland. Now, I have to wait a day to do that, but that's fine. Why Scotland? They are not going to be very helpful in any war that we fight, because they would need to ship over here, and we'd probably be dead before they can get any troops on land here. But we need numbers that look good against the Russians. Well, the Muscovites, those proto-Russians over there. So we just need any allies that look like they could be strong. Other way to get numbers that make us look stronger is to build units. And we're below our force limit. We are 13 out of 17. So I'm going to build 4 more infantry here. Whoop, that was 5 apparently. 4 more infantry. Go up to our force limit. That will also fulfill one of our missions. And this way, hopefully we look stronger to the Muscovites. I will tell my trade fleet to protect trade here in Novgorod. We do have a trader collector in the White Sea, and it turns out that that is actually optimal at the moment to do this. It's weird because having a second collecting trader means that we lose trade power in Novgorod, but it turns out that it's still good to do this because we have so much trade power in the White Sea node that it's fine. If we look here, even though we have minus 47% trade power modifier here, we still have over double the trade power of any other nation in there. Alright, so that's trade. We have some other boats here. I could sell them, but I'm going to mothball them instead, because when nations look for whether they want to ally you or not, they also look at the strength of your navy, and if we have a stronger navy, then they might prefer being our friends. Now, what else? We can rival people. We have to rival people. Well, have to. And I'm going to rival Muscovy because they rivaled us anyway. They hate us. They're going to attack us, so rivaling them does not hurt. And then, ooh, who else? It's probably going to be the Livonian Order. They already rivaled us, and they are our only way of expanding, really, because all of these miners here, except for Tver, are in the Muscovy sphere of influence. They're their vassals. Sweden is under Denmark and way too strong, and while Muscovy and Lithuania are just not options. So Livonian Order are the only ones we can actually attack. So let's rival them with an eye towards taking their land if we find the time and don't get killed by the Muscovites. Now we could make 2 more states, but they are for very, very low value provinces, and we are currently a merchant republic. As I drink some coffee. And merchant republics are limited to 20 fully cored provinces and sort of turn into other forms of government after that. So we want to stay a merchant republic for a while, and therefore we're not stating land that does not bring us much. What I'm going to do is grab a military advisor, because I really want in the next military text to have any chance against the Muscovites when that war does happen. And I'm not saying if, I'm saying when. Let's just go for land maintenance modifier, save some of that money. Speaking of, should probably turn down maintenance to almost 0 at the moment. And hide behind our forts. Turn off this fort here in Luki. And can't even turn off the one in Muscovy, in Novgorod, I mean, because we do have our capital fort there. That we should have time enough to turn that on again. Now, if we had a level 1 Diplo-Rep guy, I would be tempted to hire that person. We do not, though, so I will not, I don't think. Could help us find some more alliances. What else? We do not have estates to talk to because we are a merchant republic. Instead, we have these factions that have influence and give us different bonuses and negatives. And currently, we're getting less trade power abroad, but more morale of armies and more sailors. And that is fine. Definitely don't want less manpower or less morale, so that's okay. And this is gonna change anyway depending on our elections. What else? Before we unpause here. Don't really want to accept any of those cultures. Definitely not at this point. Here's the build to force limit mission that's going to be fulfilled soon, giving us morale of armies and land maintenance reduction. That's good. For the beginning, we are Orthodox and sort of Russian, which means we do get this Orthodox mechanic here of selecting religious icons if we ever get Patriarch authority. And we also get the Russian buttons here to raise Streltsy and do other weird things. Reduce basically harsh treatment on rebels and reduce autonomy in all our provinces. That's pretty cool. Nice to have buttons. Now, I think we are ready to unpause for a day to then ally the Scots. There's 12th of November, RDF has accepted, and now I can talk to the Scots, I assume. Offer alliance, Scotland, ally me. Question is whether we also want to ally Ryazan. I think that could be fine. I mean, sure, they are in a bit position where they also could get attacked by Muscovy, but we are not... Well, if Muscovy doesn't attack us, they're also not going to attack Ryazan. They have a core on us, they don't have a core on Ryazan, so that seems like a thing. And... yeah, why not? When our diplomat is back, let's ally Ryazan too as a deterrent. For alliance, Ryazan. Oh, 2 more days. There we go. Ryazan, ally me. Cool. So we have some friends. I hope that is enough to look scary to the Russians. And then what I'm going to do is build a spy network on Tver here to see if we can't possibly get in there and conquer Tver before the Muscovites do, which would be really cool. Probably not. Tend to be too late. But we can try. And I'm also... is there anybody close to accepting an alliance that would be interesting? Lithuania, but they're gonna probably disappear. And the rest of these people are just not helpful. Great Horde at -35, no. Okay, so let's have the other guy build a spy network on the Livonian Order. Who has allied Riga and the Teutons? So not somebody we're gonna attack immediately, but maybe we'll find an opening there. So let's see what happens here once we unpause. Can't merge up our army yet. They do not have enough morale to move. And we have fulfilled our mission to build a force limit, giving us the morale and land maintenance bonus. And I'll take it immediately. You could make an argument for waiting until the war starts, so we can have morale bonus for the highest amount of time. But I think making money right now, it's just about the start, really. And this gives us some leg up. Also, it means I won't forget to press the button once we do actually go to war. We're making some money. Novgorod, the one thing Novgorod is going for is it's not totally poor, so that's pretty cool. Making decent money from tax, trade, and production. Yeah, claims from the Muscovites on us. That is not surprising. Our spy network in Tver is actually pretty good already. Let's raise our army maintenance. And... who are you allied to? To our trade league member ODF. That's unfortunate. I still want to go for it if we can. I'm not super scared of ODF. And if we can expand into that land, that's worth more than the one province minor ally that we have down there, I think. Tver making claims on us. It's kind of funny. No, we can get a claim on Tver itself. Why can I not? Oh, it's the wrong spy network. I see. We can get a claim on Reval, though, here in the Livonian Order. And we're going to need a general, and I think I'm going to make my ruler into a general, because rulers in merchant republics are sort of cheap. Oh, I should have focused on military. Whoops. Ruler... No, wrong button. Give ruler a military command. Yes, he is... 2 shock, it's not insane. 3 maneuver, okay. I'll take it. And I'll start walking you over here. Really just want to declare war before the Muscovites do. I know, that's why I fabricated the claim there. Thank you, game, for telling me. Perm fabricating claims. How much longer do we need here? Like a month? Yeah, there we go. Give me a claim on Tver. And we're just gonna immediately go in. Well, in 3 days. Now. Declare war, ODF is gonna come in. I could make them co-belligerent, just take them. No, independence guaranteed by Lithuania, let's not. Otherwise we would call in the Lithuanians, which would just crush us. So let's not, let's just take Tver here. Ryazan, Scotland obviously not joining, immediately going in for the crunch. Yeah, my trade league has left, I know. Has been disbanded because I only had 1 member, and that member Well, I'm at war with that member now. I want a simple capital siege stack. You to eat that 1 stack. Leave a guy, go to Zubtsov. I don't like these Russian troops here though. Sorry, Muscovite. And question is now, can we actually walk to Odiev? We cannot. Means they also can't walk to us. We're not sieging here because... Ha! Look at that. We're faster than the Muscovites. We should have all the sieges under our control, so there should be no way that the Muscovites get anything here. They did declare war on Tver. They're now going to go for Odiev, who joined that, and are going to screw over the Odievians. Oh, if we're quick... Wait. If Odiev has access through Muscovy, why do I not have access here? I think that's wrong. But this system has been wrong for a while, so we can't grab Odiev. It's fine. It's not why we're here. The reason we're here is to grab all of Tver before the Muscovites can. And I think we are. After that, the question becomes, can we then survive against the Muscovites? But for now, this is looking nice. I like it. And you see all these little vassals that are running around. Yaroslav here, Rostov here, Belozero, all of them providing troops to the Russians, Muscovites. Make Lithuania like me and dislike me, and we gain more trade power. It's fine if they dislike me. They're not going to be out here for long, probably. Sometimes they take the choice of, let's not have a personal union. Let's instead leave that big Lithuanian land just alone. It's a stupid choice of the Poles to do, but that's random event choices by AI for you. They have a chance, a low chance, but a chance to just not accept the personal union. Could lose 10 Republican tradition or gain 2 inflation, both of which are bad. When are our elections? 48. 2 more years. We're not going to re-elect next time, I don't think, because our ruler is so old. So I think we can afford to lose the Republican tradition here. Because we're going to have 6 years, so that's 6 tradition that already come back to us, or should at least. Now we could gain authority, or could gain some tradition back. I gained the tradition back, so now we should be completely safe. We should also embargo the Muscovites for some power projection, and embargo the Livonians for some power projection. I did not rival anybody else, did I? No, just 2 rivals. So we're gonna take Tver here. And all of it, I think. Yeah, they took the personal union, so now Lithuania is no longer a thing. No longer great power, even. Come on. Oh, come on. Give me that siege. It's not that hard. We can grab another claim on the Livonians, so let's do it on here. Lithuania has a permanent claim here. It's a bit scary because it means they're gonna have a permanent claim on us afterwards when we take it. Come on. There we go. Siege of Tver 1. How do we not have 100%? Odiev doesn't even want out yet. Because their ruler is a fierce negotiator. We could continue looting here, but that just devastating my own land. No, there's no real fort here. Let's not continue devastating the land. Let's just walk out of here. Let's go back to... Actually, let's all sit in Kashin here. So we can then reduce unrest once we do peace out. And that should be done very, very soon. I think Odiev is on the brink of accepting peace. Yeah, 2 more reasons, and length of war is ticking down, so that's fine. And so it should be 2 more months, 3 more months maybe, and then we can peace out Odiev. And once Odiev is out, we can just take all of the stuff from Tver. I do assume that Tver is not gonna give me this. Oh, they are. Never mind. I do not have individual war score against Odiev, I don't think, so... Should say it somewhere. I mean, I know it says it here. Yeah, we don't. So I can't take anything from EUIV anyway, so I'm just going to do this and ask for, well, nothing. What about money? 55 ducats for 0.13 inflation? Sure, I guess. There we go. Gain some power protection, gain some prestige. Costs us a bit of Diplo power, but that's fine. And obviously we're gonna have some unrest happening here. And some coring to do. Cool. That's a good start. Took that away from the Muscovites. That's better than I did in my last run. For sure. Muscovy took Audiev. Muscovy is now considered a great power. Uh-oh. And we would really like to find friends. Nobody even remotely close to being my trade league? No. Alliance-wise... Bohemia is actually not horrible. Bohemia, who's currently at war and winning. Good, good, good. Let's not build a spy network. Let's improve relations here. See if we can make that work. It's a bit far away, but it's another number that should scare off the Muscovites, hopefully. Muscovy influencing Perm. We can build another unit, so we shall. And we might as well drill while we're keeping down that unrest. I'm a bit worried about these Muscovite troops around here. Muscovite troops. Drilling right at the border is a bit scary. But on the other hand, this is the place we need to stand at the moment, so I guess there's not really a choice. Livonia's at war. This may be a thing we have to jump on. Is Riga also at war? No. So Riga would join the war. If I were to declare war at the moment with a diplomat I don't have, come back home. Stop drilling. I may need you. If I were to declare war right now, Toots would join still, but they are going down. And Riga would obviously join. I think I want my troops back home. In Ingermanland. Could go ahead and increase autonomy once we have the core, so we don't have to deal with the Tverian separatists. Don't think there should be too many, but 14k is not a number. So that's a bit scary. This is also annoying that Poland is already occupying so much, because that means we probably can't take that land. Sorendev Main, stuff in Belozero. The Toots are so far away. I think I just declare war here. I don't think they should have much in the way of an army. Rivals. They have 9,000 troops at the moment. The Regans probably have troops, but we need to get in here before the other guys do. The Poles. Let's declare war. It is a bit aggressive, but yeah, let's go for it. And I sent my trade boats home because I don't want to fight the Regan and the Livonian Navy. Now here we need 6,000 guys. So 7. Send them to Revel. Unfortunately, I cannot send anybody to Livland here. That would be really nice if I was able to do that, so we can start the siege on the capital. But also nice if we could get some boats out there. But we can't. Ooh. I can't use any of this. Civil war in Novgorod. So we're gonna have rebels. Could gain 5 mercantilism, which is huge. At the cost of having 8 nobles in Lagoda and 7 peasants in Ingermanland. Ingermanland is nice, it's just right here. And then Lagoda is there, Ladoga. Peasants just gives me a base tax. 5 mercantilism. I have to do this. Just have to. Let's hope that they don't attack my siege stack while I'm out hunting rebels. Ladoga is forest and protected by Novgorod. So the rebels can't hurt anybody here, and then they have to move into Novgorod, and then we can take the positive fight there. That seems like a thing we want to do. Even though I would really just like to have my troops back here to do something, but at the moment they're not actually needed. Get a move on, peasants. Or your nobles, whatever. Just get a move on. Come on. There you go. Walk into my Novgorod. You're there, you're locked in. You arrive on the 11th, we arrive on 25th. And crunch. Thank you. Lost very little considering. And let's walk back to... A day later, walk back to Polish land, Livonian land here. Hopefully not Polish land, because we want the land. Muscovy influencing people, that's a surprise. Not. Yep, that land taken back by the fort. As planned. We did get a wall breach in Reval, so we're going to get the siege there, I think. And then we should be able to take Livland, and then Riga maybe. Although it's more important to occupy as much Livonian land as possible so we can actually take it. Though taking Riga would also be nice. It's a very, very good place. It's the center of trade over here. In the Baltic trade node. Which does not really help us, because it doesn't feed into our node in any way. But it could be a nice place to collect if we have enough power there. It doesn't help with our White Sea plan, but otherwise. So here we go, elections happening. We could keep our guy, but he's super old. So let's grab a military candidate. Because I still want that military tech. Come on, siege. Get it done. Oh, we're righteous. He gives us plus 0.5 Republican tradition each year. So we're certainly going to be capped on that tradition. Regan army over there in Lithuania. Interesting. Let's have the Poles take care of that, hopefully. Diplomat from Perm, blah blah. Come on, you can take that fort. It's easy. It's just a fort. We no longer have a general now, so we can turn our new ruler into a general who's decent. Don't hate him at all. And now I think, as the cores come in, we can actually start moving in on at least Lettigalen down here. Start that siege, so the Poles don't. And I'm gonna leave the... Am I? No, I don't want to leave the full 10k there. Let's take the cavalry off. Still not a big fan of attrition. Yes, I took a lot of attrition in that last campaign at the end, but there I could afford it. Here I cannot. We only have 3,000 manpower left. Also, we have a 1k stack there that really wants to die. So let's make it so. Oh, no, let's not make it so. Oh, I am stupid. I did not see these 7,000 Regans coming in here. Do I reinforce? It's in grasslands. I must reinforce. Leave a guy. Send the rest. Hope that that's enough. I have 10k against the 8k, but my 4k arrive first. Which is a bit bad. Yeah, but this should work out. Close one. But we killed about as much as we lost. We did lose cavalry though. Cavalry is more expensive to reinforce than infantry. Let's put these guys back on the fort. How I wish I could use my boats. Shift consolidate, move out the trash. This is only 6, so let's leave 1 unit of trash. So attrition does not immediately stop you. And then you probably shouldn't be there, you should be like in Narva. Why did I send my small stack there? Oh yes, to catch the 1k, I remember now. Ah well, ooh, incoming attack. Where did you come from? How do they always catch me out? Pretty bad at this. Wish I had forced march. I don't. Oh, now you're going there. That's fine. For now. Yeah, you go sit on the fort in Reval, maybe. That would be fine by me. Oh, you're coming back. Where are you going? Let's go down a speed and see what they're doing here. Because my double siege here is a bit risky. Got a wall breach here. I definitely do not want to give that up. Okay, they're trying to attack again. Let's go back to trying to intercept. Well, support my defense, I guess. It's more accurate. Shift consolidate. We do have a negative here from Tehran because we are on their fort. Well, and they have a lot of troops incoming, but we did get insanely good rolls here. Well, we do have a good general, so that's good. And we have the backup coming in. Come on, backup. You can do it. Yeah. Nice. Didn't even need the backup. Very, very good. That was a strong fight. We never actually checked out our... And I didn't actually check out our traditions here. We get mercenary maintenance reduction, diplomatic reputation +1, and fort defense when we complete our ideas. And we get prestige, missionary strength, republican tradition, a merchant, manpower, navy, and navy. Not the best set of ideas I've ever seen. But we're gonna have to see in the next episode whether these ideas are enough to carry us through this war and to protect us from the threat of the Muscovites here. We are losing deftly on the manpower, and we have no nobles to milk for manpower, or nor do we have any professionalism to turn into manpower. So we may actually have to turn to that reduced mercenary maintenance sooner than we would expect. Well, but we're gonna have to see that in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, why don't you like my videos, subscribe to the channel, and if you have anything to say, do down there in the comments. Do like, as you see here, I read them and things happen. So comment on what you want to see here on the channel. See you guys next time.